If your Firestick home screen has suddenly changed, this is the update a lot of people have been waiting for, or dreading. Amazon is now rolling out the new Fire TV update to more devices, and I've finally got it here in the UK on my Fire TV Stick 4K Max. But before you get used to the new layout, there are some settings I would change straight away. Because after Fire TV updates, I always recheck privacy, autoplay, app offload, permissions, and storage. Not because every update is bad, but because Amazon has a habit of adding new options, resetting old ones, and making the home screen feel busier than it needs to be. So if you've got the new Firestick update, change these settings now. First, make sure your Firestick is actually fully updated. Go to Settings. Now on the new Fire TV layout, you'll find this inside the hamburger icon in the top navigation menu. Then go to My Fire TV, About, Install or check for updates. Even if it says your Firestick is up to date, press it again and let it check properly. Amazon rolls these updates out in stages, so some people will already have the new home screen, some people won't, and some devices may get smaller updates first. If you don't have the new layout yet, keep this video saved because these are still the settings I would check when it does arrive. The first setting I always change stops the massive ad banner auto-playing Amazon's sponsored content and ads. Go to Settings, Preferences, Featured Content. Then turn off Allow Video Autoplay and Allow Audio Autoplay. This stops trailers, previews and promoted videos from automatically playing when you land on the Fire TV home screen. It won't remove all the ads, but it does make the home screen feel calmer, quieter and less annoying. Next, go to Settings, Preferences, Privacy Settings. After any Fire TV update, this is the one section I always check first because privacy options can change. New ones can appear, and some viewers have found settings switched back on after updates. Look for these three. Device usage data. Turn this off to reduce Amazon collecting data from the Fire TV operating system. Collect app usage data. Turn this off to stop Amazon collecting information about which apps you use and how often you use them. Interest-based ads. Turn this off to reduce personalised ad tracking. Now, this won't remove ads from your Fire Stick. You'll still see adverts. But it does reduce how much of your activity is used for tracking and ad personalisation. While you're here, also look for cookie consent. If you still see it on your Fire Stick, open it and choose Decline if you don't want cookies and device identifiers used for advertising. But if cookie consent is missing from your menu, don't panic. Amazon appears to have moved where some users manage this setting, and the steps can be different depending on where you live. I've made a separate video showing how to turn off cookie consent depending on your location, including the differences for UK and US users. So I'll link that below and put it on the screen now. Finally, if you see Manage Sharing from Apps, I would turn that one off as well. Most people don't need apps sharing viewing activity, watch lists, rentals or recordings across different devices. And let me know in the comments, did this update switch any of your privacy settings back on? Tell me which Firestick you're using and what country you're in, because this seems to vary a lot depending on device, region and software version. Next, go to Settings, Preferences, Data Usage Monitoring. Unless you're on a strict internet data cap, I would turn this one off. Most people on normal home broadband don't need their Firestick constantly monitoring data usage in the background. After that, go to Settings, Display and Audio, Audio, and turn off navigation sounds. Now, obviously, this is not a privacy setting, but I always turn it off. That constant clicking sound when you move around the Firestick menu drives me mad, especially now the home screen feels busier. This next one is important, especially if you install apps yourself or use apps from outside the Amazon App Store. Go to Settings, Applications, then look for Automatic Offload. If this is turned on, Amazon can remove apps you haven't used for a while to free up space. Now, Amazon presents this as a helpful feature, and for some people it might be. But personally, I don't want Amazon deciding which apps stay on my device. If I want to remove an app, I'll remove it myself. So if you don't want apps disappearing in the background, turn Automatic Offload off. This is especially worth checking after an update because a lot of people don't even realise this feature exists until an app has gone missing. If your Firestick feels slower after the update, don't just blame the update straight away. First, check your storage. Go to Settings, My Fire TV, About, Storage. If you're getting close to the last gigabyte of free space, your Firestick is going to struggle. The most important thing here is to remove apps you no longer use. Go to Settings, Applications, Manage Installed Applications, then go through the list and uninstall anything you don't need anymore. Old apps, games you never play, duplicate apps, or apps you only installed once to test. Get rid of them. Now, you can also check cache, but don't just clear cache on every single app for no reason. Cache can be useful because it helps apps load faster. If you are running seriously low on space, what I would do next is look for apps with unusually large cache. Things like browsers, YouTube, streaming apps, or apps that store lots of thumbnails and temporary files. If one app has built up a huge cache and you need that extra space, select it and choose Clear Cache. But be careful, do not press Clear Data because that can reset the app and sign you out. Next, go to Settings, My Fire TV, Developer Options. If ADB Debugging is turned on, turn it off unless you actively use it. ADB can be useful for advanced users, but most people do not need it left on all the time. And if you ever connect your Firestick to shared Wi-Fi, hotels, holiday rentals, or someone else's network, leaving ADB enabled is not a great idea. While we're talking about privacy, this is also why I use a VPN on my streaming devices. A Firestick setting can reduce Amazon tracking, but it doesn't stop your internet provider or a shared network from seeing as much of what you're doing online. The VPN I use is NordVPN. It works well on Firestick, Android TV, phones, tablets, and laptops, so you can protect more than just one device. There's a special deal through my link, which I'll leave in the description. You don't need a VPN to change these settings, but if privacy is the reason you clicked this video, it's definitely worth considering. Now, one more quick check. go back to Settings, Applications, Manage Installed Applications, pick any apps you're unsure about and check their permissions. If a basic video app is asking for location, microphone, or anything that doesn't make sense, revoke it. Not every app will show the same permission options, but where you can check them, it's worth doing. Once you've changed everything, restart your Firestick properly. Don't just turn the TV off. Go to Settings, My Fire TV, Restart. Or hold Select and the Play Pause button on your remote for a few seconds. This reloads the system properly and can fix some of the weird lag or freezing that sometimes happens after an update. It sounds basic, but after a Fire TV update, I always restart the device before judging whether it feels better or worse. So if you've just received the new Firestick update, those are the settings I would change straight away. The new update isn't automatically bad, but Amazon is clearly taking more control over the Fire TV home screen. The more settings you check now, the less annoying your Firestick should feel later. Let me know in the comments if you've got the new update yet, what Firestick model you're using, and whether any of your privacy settings had switched back on. And if your Firestick still feels slow after this, I'll leave my Firestick speed up video below in the description. If this video helped you, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with anyone using a Firestick. If you want direct help with your Firestick, access to content I can't post publicly, or priority replies, check out my channel memberships. Members get into my private chat group where I answer questions personally. Just tap the join button below. Also, give me a follow over on X and TikTok, and check out the NordVPN YouTube channel for more streaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.